Hey, it's 107.5. It's Rosa. I'm back. Another episode, Rosas Risky Rotation. I'm excited for this one because I've been trying to get you for years. What up, Mr. GEazy?
I just gotta say, you got the cleanest radio voice. That was so perfect. You got
All right,
the
y'all.
legendary radio voice.
We about to wrap this interview up. Thank you so much for coming. And it's not gonna get better than that.
Come on, man.
Hey, I appreciate you. That's love. You know what's so crazy is you were one of the first concerts I ever went to in my life. 2014 Ogden Bay. What was it?
That's
Bay to the
crazy.
Universe.
Yeah, Bay to the Universe tour. Man, that's crazy how time flies. I miss those days.
It was you. It was like when the HBK was still a thing. I went out to see. Big fan of Kaylani. Then what's so dope about you, you went from the Ogden to Red Rocks. You came for a special sold out show at Red Rocks. Then you came back First Bank Center. When I tell you, and now you got the Still House. Now you're in movies. Like I feel like I've just been able to sit back and just watch the man grow.
That's a beautiful thing, and I appreciate you saying that. It's important to kind of like reflect and count those blessings and always stay grateful and because none of this is promised. You know what I mean? So it feels good to kind of like think about. I mean, the first show I played in Denver was probably like the 50 people, if that.
It was literally Ogden. And what's so crazy is you're one of probably the most hardworking people I've seen, just because you've come to Denver so many times. And not only come, you do everything you're required to do. And Trev Rich told me to say what's good. He's a big fan of the station. One of my best friends right there. He wanted me to tell you he's never seen somebody work as hard as you. He said you have one of the best work ethics in the game.
I appreciate that, man. That's love. That's love. And shouts out Trev. He has one too, man. I mean, me and him were we were working on finishing up my album, and it was like, from top of the morning to the end of the night, just like staying in it, just song after song after song after song. So
how did life change for you? Because I feel like, I don't even know if you want one, if that's a thing, but you should get an award for the most touring artist on the planet. I feel like he was on tour for like 8 years, for real.
Yeah, and I've been thinking a lot about that because, this whole year not being able to tour for the first time. And it's like, it's not just a job to me. It's like, that's my whole, it feels like, my purpose, my like, is being on the road and like performing for people and, connecting.
I feel like there's also this kind of, it's crazy because people like us, who I love people too. I'm sick of my friends being like, I love being inside. I'm like, stop.
Nah, I'm a social person. It's weird. I can also be like an introvert and an antisocial person, but really I'm outside. Like I miss being around everybody and the energy that you just soak up. You know what I mean?
What was one of the biggest lessons you learned from quarantine? Because I remember watching your 10 things I can't live without. And it was like the leather jacket, the comb, the Rolex, to now it's like coffee, wine. You know what I mean? Your sweatsuits.
Yeah, nah, it's big on sweatsuits. You feel me?
Same.
Yeah, come on. But just learning how to slow down and appreciate being home. You know what I'm saying? Like when you tour so much, home isn't always a home. It's just like a house that you come back to. It almost feels like a hotel sometimes. So, just appreciating the slower pace and just, you know what I mean? For me, I obviously watched every movie ever and then read a lot of books and
Look.
What else could we do?
Well, where are you right now? I hear somebody's doing a little something. Are you allowed to talk about it wherever you at? Whatever you doing?
I'm at the crib.
Oh, I thought you was on the, okay, bet. Then that's as much as we gonna talk about that.
Yeah. About that. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Not yada I mean. I can never get it like you, but
yada yee.
Yada yee.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go. I want to get into this music. Mister, I'm sitting on 350 plus songs. What is gonna happen with these things too?
Man, these things happen too is it's the best work I've ever made. That's there's no other way to put it. It's my maturation as a person and as an artist. You know what I'm saying? It shows the evolution and growth. And I think it's my most well-rounded body of work by far.
If you're going from Black Bear to Post Malone, you got Logic, E40, even Devin Baldwin, all these crazy artists, Chris Brown right now. You have, and I know you got Lil Wayne on this new album too. How do you pick to collaborate with somebody?
I just work with people, for one, who I have chemistry with. You know what I'm saying? Somebody you actually have a vibe with, or that you like are cool with personally, because it's nothing worse than just something feeling forced or phoned in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's not what music is. It's, you know, it's got to be natural and organic. And other than that, I just you know what I mean, if it's not somebody I already know, it's somebody I'm a fan of. You know.
Mhm.
So
And
anytime
how
I collab with somebody, it's me being a fan of what they do. You know.
how are you able to clear the return of the Mack sample?
Man,
That is a,
man.
one of the biggest flexes
I
in
know.
life.
Yeah, that was monumental, and you know, shouts out to him for clearing that and showing that love. And I mean, just to get to work with a song that's already so iconic, you know what I'm saying, and then get to kind of like you reapproach it, and then you know what I mean, have Chris Brown on it. You know what I mean? It's just big blessings.
And the video was so dope too. I said COVID test, COVID test, COVID test.
Yeah, yeah. Man, we spent the budget on COVID tests, getting everybody tested.
How much pressure do you feel like is now off of you that you have a home studio and you be saying that you could break the rules now?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's been nice this whole year, you know, kind of just being able to go into my studio on my own and just experiment. You know what I mean? Like as a creative, as an artist, you know, it's important to have that freedom. You know, at some point, sometimes the business end of this, you know, can kind of get you jammed up, and it's almost like, you know what I mean, people just want what you know what I mean they expect from you, or what, you know what I mean, you're under pressure to try to deliver to the, you know what I mean, label or whatever. But just being able to freely create felt amazing.
Do you feel like for me, when the world opens up, I'm about to go nuts? Are you about to go
Oh
crazy?
my
I'm gonna
God.
go crazy.
Yeah. Nah, we're gonna party like it's 1999.
Like if I told my parents, I told everybody I knew, I said, because it's Ramadan right now too. So I'm really
Yeah.
in the house. I said, if I go out, I lived a good life. Like if I go out this summer,
It's gonna be a hot summer, I'll tell you that, because it's like, I mean, you just, it's like, you know, it's like a traffic jam. You know, everybody's just waiting to go, and then as soon as the roads open up, it's, you know what I mean, it's
when it comes to you, like I said before, your work ethic is so crazy. And every time you was in town, somebody else would get the interview, which is amazing. But I'd always just watch
yeah.
you work. You show up on time. You go on
Mm,
stage. You do the craziest thing. I've never seen you not say hi to somebody who wanted a photo
yeah.
with you or a picture. And so you're literally a class act. And
Thank you.
if you could not change one thing about yourself, but what would you tell old you now that you're in old self you now that you're in the crib and not able to communicate and do all that?
Mm. Like telling a younger me.
Yeah. Because you made it, my guy. Little
uh,
Gerald made it.
be patient, young Gerald. Be patient, young Gerald. The blessings will come, young Gerald. You'll be all right. Just keep your head down and keep working.
You're also one of those artists who you're a rapper, hip hop, whatever. In that game, you do all kinds of like even the Black Bear joint, incredible.
Mhm.
But then there's always like this. I've never seen a rapper always find his business on the front page news. How are you able to keep your skin so thick? Because most rappers, whenever they're dating somebody, it's not front page news. But for you, it's every single time. So you're mixed up in this whole different kind of world too.
Man, I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. You know, I can't call it.
You said on your last freestyle that you dropped, you said the irony of leaving sunny Los Angeles to the
Mhm.
mountains to weather the storm. What were you
Yeah.
weathering in this quarantine or in this last year of just mental reflection?
I mean, for me, the biggest thing was, you know, on top of, you know, the struggles everybody's going through, and just being, you know, considerate of, you know, how many people were struggling in different ways. You know what I mean? Different industries were hurt in different ways, and for me, you know, it was tough not being able to get, you know, to put the music out. You know what I mean? We kept waiting for things to open back up. And, you know, I know a lot of artists in the same position, and kept
Yeah.
waiting for things to open back up and be able to announce a tour and this that, and the other. And for me, being jammed up, you know, and not being able to do what I do is like, you know, it's hard. You know, it's what I'm put on earth for. I got to be able to release.
Well, listen, I appreciate you. I can't wait for you to come back to Denver for real. I'm a
Yeah,
fan. You already know the vibe. Bay to the universe
it's
forever.
love. It's love.
Album, album coming soon. He's got Lil
Yeah,
Wayne on
big things
it.
happen too. It's coming.
Yes, sir. You have a blessed day and I will see you soon.
Much
Yee.
love. Peace.